Hi everybody, Cynthia from the Scrappy Bookworm. I'm back with the 13 Haunted Projects of Halloween. We are in week number 11. I cannot believe we're in week 11 already. When I first started this, I thought, oh gosh, 13 weeks is going to be a long time, and I don't know. It just seems to be really flying by me. But yes, we're in week 11, and this week I decided to upcycle an old mayonnaise jar. It's actually a plastic jar that I had sitting around, and I wanted to make it into like a Halloween stick pin cushion. And I also wanted to join in my Upcycled challenge giveaway. I figured, you know, I was asking everybody else to upcycle or recycle, you know, something that you had in your stash, so I figured I'd join in on the fun. And this is my item. I didn't really want to do flowers and all that stuff. I kind of wanted to make it into a Halloween theme, like a Halloween scene. And so that's what I did. I'm holding my camera, I'm sorry, but I wanted you to get a good look at what I did. I added that, what do you call that, black cobwebbing netting stuff from I got from the dollar store on the bottom, and I put this horse and buggy right here, so it's out of vellum or acetate, I'm sorry, and it's just kind of sticking out like he's riding down the street. And so I added that to it. Let me try and steady my camera for you. And then I just added some gold glitter glue to the wheel wells. And then over here I have another acetate embellishment, and it says the Black Cat Society, and it's a light post. And then right at the bottom underneath the post I glued on a glittery black cat button, and I added gold to the eyeballs. And then behind it is a tree button. It's just a button that I had in my stash, and it looks like a little spooky tree. And then let's see, on the top here I added some more of the black netting. I added the stars and moon and this little black bat. So that kind of came out kind of cute. I wanted it to look like a little eerie, you know, haunted scene. And then for the top, it's my pin cushion. And I just used some ribbon I had in my stash along the edge of the pin cushion. And then where the flowers were, I added this, you know, some bling here as centers to each of the flower. And this is some vintage lace that I had in my stash. And so those are some of my Halloween stick pins. And let me set my camera down on the desk because I'm not going to do a complete tutorial on it. I really feel that you know, covering tin cans and covering jars with paper is pretty self-explanatory. You want to measure out the width. Use you can use double-sided tape, you know, to cover it with paper, and then just decorate it. But anyway, the lid comes off, and inside the jar I filled it with my extra stick pins that, you know, I haven't yet decorated, and that's using it as storage. So that's how my stick pin cushion turned out, guys. It's only the second one I've ever made, so it's still a work in progress, but I'm trying. And what I did want to show you is not a lot of people you know, are sure how to do the cushion part on the top. Like, this is just a, like I said, it's the mayonnaise jar lid, and some people aren't sure how to do this, so I thought I'd go through that really quick with you and show you how I did mine. Maybe it'll help you out. I'm sure there's a lot of tutorials out there on different ways of doing it. I'm just going to show you how I did mine. So to start off, I used some of this, I don't know what you call it, batting or whatever. My friend Misha gave me this like a long time ago in a rack. Hi Misha. And so what I did was I put my lid on top. I doubled it up, put my lid on top, traced myself out a circle you know, a little bit bigger than this, okay? And then I cut it out, and I just started doing a running stitch all around the edge, okay? And then when you get to a certain point, you want to stop the running stitch because you're going to want to fill this. So all I used was some of the polyester fiber fill that you use for like pillows and stuff. And what you're going to want to do is just open that up and start stuffing it. Now I stuffed mine really, really well because the first jar that I made, I thought I had it stuffed enough. I'm like, oh, that looks pretty good. But by the time I covered it with this material, it got so flat the pins would barely stay in there. So now when I do it, I make sure, like, if I think it's stuffed enough, I actually go in and wedge in a little bit more and make it nice and firm. Nice and firm and packed really well. Okay, move that around a little bit. I think that's pretty good. Let me get just a little bit more. Okay. And then once you have that done, you just want to finish, you know, going around with your running stitch. Like I said, guys, this was only my second pincushion altered jar that I've ever made, but they're a lot of fun to do. And I think the more you practice, you know, the better you get, because my first one, like I said, I didn't stuff it enough, and you know, you figure out your mistakes and try and do a better job the second time around, and hopefully I'll get better and better at it. Let me tie my knot, and then all I do is use hot glue, really, and glue this on top of the jar, or on top of my lid. Okay, right here. Just going to glue it on top of this lid here. And then I'm going to get some material. Let me see what I have here that I could use to show you guys how I did this. There it is. I was going to say I had material out and I don't know what I did with it. I have this really nice black and gray material. Okay, you're going to just add hot glue all along your edges. I mean, a really good amount. You don't want to not have enough glue. And then I try to center this pretty well and push down on it and just hold it there for a few minutes. Okay, so that's on pretty good. And I don't even worry about trimming this excess off, because once you cover it, it's going to be pushed down. So I'm just going to kind of measure out. I'm just eyeballing my material. I don't really do exact measuring when it comes to this. Maybe I should, but I don't. I just kind of eyeball it. So I'm going to cut a little square piece of material off here. And basically you're going to start covering and pulling and gluing down onto this part of the lid. So all I do is add hot glue, and I pull the material down tight. And I'm going to hold it there for a little bit, just so I know it has, you know, it dried there. Okay? And usually, like, I'll go directly across from where I just glued, and you want to pull your material really good and tight. You want to have it really nice and smooth over your pillow top here. And then I'll glue on this side. Pull it down over the top and just hold it there. I'm really enjoying making these, and like I said, it's a learning process for me as well, because this is only the second one I've ever done. And I just, you know, start pulling down the material nice and tight and start gluing it around. You're going to be decorating this part of your pin cushion. You know, you're not going to see this. What happened? Oh, that got glued there by accident. I was like, I didn't glue that part yet. So basically I go all the way around and just try and pull this, you know, nice and tight, as tight as I can. And I got one more piece here to go. And then basically I'll just trim it off and I'll just start decorating. You know, get your trims out, your laces. Okay. That wasn't so bad, right? Pretty nice and secure. And then I'll just go around my lid and trim off the excess. I usually don't cut my material this big. This is kind of a waste. I make it a little bit smaller than this, but... Oh, this piece didn't glue down very well. Let me get that. Okay. I save like old little mayonnaise jars, peanut butter jars. I wash them out and then I put them through my dishwasher, you know, to get sanitized, and I use them for this purpose. So now you have your nice pillow top, you know, stick pin cushion that you can pop your stick pins into. Oh, this one I didn't glue yet. My little skull head. So, and then you would just, you know, add your lace. Add your lace or your ribbons, you know, right around the edge there. And then you have your nice pillow top, you know, that you can put on top of your jars. Okay? So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, you know, just let me know. Let them in the description box below, and I'll try to get back to you with an answer as soon as I can. So, take care, thank you for watching, and have a great day.